Hi everybody, my name is Jonas and I'm a PhD student at Dortmund's University of Applied Science and Arts in Germany. With this short video, I'm going to show you how you can set up the AjiL tool suite to use it in your Eclipse IDE. Before we get started, I want to give you a short introduction of what AjiL actually is or what it actually does. This will just be a very brief introduction. If you want to have further information, feel free to read the readme.md file in our repository, or contact me directly. Well, you can use the tool, the AjiL tool or the AjiL tool suite to model microservice systems. Therefore, the tool at its core is basically a modeling language. We sometimes abbreviate it with RGML. And the whole modeling language is realized with the Eclipse modeling framework, which basically means you need to use the Eclipse IDE. It ships with a Graphical Editor, which is based on the Eclipse Series framework. And with it, you are able to model your microservice system in a graphical way. You can just drag and drop the services inside your IDE and create basically a diagram, like an UML diagram, but especially designed for microservices. When you've designed your system, you can use a generator. Currently, the tool suite only consists of one generator for Spring Cloud microservices, which is based on the Eclipse framework. In the future, we plan to implement additional generators, maybe for Google's Go language or for microservices based on the Julie language or something like that. If you want to contribute to our small project, feel free. We welcome your help. So let's get started with the actual setup. Before we can actually import the projects from the GitHub repository, you need to install a corresponding IDE. I recommend using the Eclipse Modeling Tools package, which you can get from the official Eclipse website. I'm not going to download it right now because I've already installed an instance. We are currently using the Oxygen release, but it should work on the newest Photon packages as well. Well, if we have an instance, I'm going to start it right now. You also need to get the source code actually. So you can just clone our repository directly from GitHub. Here is the URL, but well, probably you are viewing the video directly from our repository, so you already are here. Just clone the source code. Oh, these are the video files. It's probably the third or fourth take of this video, but never mind. Let's see, access example. I already created an empty folder. Let's just git clone the repository. There you go. Exit, okay. So, and we are going to create a new workspace right here. It takes a couple of minutes to start Eclipse, but never mind. Okay, here you go. Let's see. If you have installed a newly instance of the Eclipse Modeling Tools package or another Eclipse model or another Eclipse package, you probably need some dependencies to actually make the AjiL tool working, make it work. You can just use the help menu for that and click Install Modeling Components and use the Eclipse dependency here and the Series framework here. And personally, I really like the OCL tools, but never mind. In this instance, I've already installed all the dependencies, so I don't need them, but you probably need to install it before, or you get a couple of exceptions and hell breaks loose and something like that. Yeah, so basically we've started our Eclipse, and the installation is pretty simple. We don't have a very nice installation guide or wizard right now, so you really need to import all the projects into your workspace. Therefore, you just search the cloned repository, which is basically here. You will see 6 projects currently, and just click finish. Some magic is happening. The first import of the projects is probably going to take some minutes or some seconds because the IDE needs to load a lot of dependencies, but never mind. Well, basically that's it. You should see no exceptions, no red crosses or something like that. And that's the installation. And while the workspace is building, I'm going to tell you something about the project structure in this video. And in the next video, I think I'm going to show you the actual editor, but I think it's better to split the videos in 2 parts or 3 parts. Well, yeah, if you're not familiar with the Eclipse modeling framework, the whole magic happens in this model directory where the eco files are located. These eco files hold the meta model information, and with this gen model file, we are basically, you can just use the right click, generate all. We are basically generating the edit, the editor, and the test project, and some source code here. The AjiL modeling language consists actually of 2 meta models. One consists all the logical functional stuff, and the AjiMLT holds all the technical stuff. Like in the ML, here is the service interface class in the meta model, and in the MLT we have the service interface T, which extends service interface with the communication mechanism, which basically says, is it a RESTful interface or message based? I'm not going into too much details here, but yeah, just so you know, it's basically 2 eco files. If you change something inside these files, maybe you want to add another concept to the modeling language for your own company, for your own usage, you need to generate the whole gen model again with this right-click generate all. Yeah, the graphical editor is located in this editor.graphical project. This is the Eclipse Sirius dependency. And the SLEO generator is located in this project here. Okay, so I had to make a shortcut to the video because suddenly my phone rang. Well, yeah, this project contains the generator. That's basically it. One last note: if you changed the meta model, added your own concepts, or added another attribute to a concept, something like that, you also, of course, need to change the graphical editor project in this description folder. Here is where Eclipse Sirius is very handy. It's a very decent framework. It provides you with the possibility to graphically build your own graphical editor. So I'm not going into too much details, but of course you have to change here something. The same goes for the Spring Cloud generator project or for your own generator. I'm probably going to make another video how you can actually start developing your own generators, or you can add something to the graphical editor. Yeah, but basically that's it for the installation. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email address, something like that, should be visible in the GitHub repository. Feel free to contribute, and thanks for listening.